practice. Brad Keselowski said it would be a layup weekend, and it turned out to be a problem weekend for them. They now come in below the cut line. They're thinking, we need to deliver. I asked Brad Keselowski about that before.
This front pack changes, and if it ever gets double filed, then it becomes that much easier to lose the draft because there's less air to try to run into.
Has experience being defensive on both lines, Jeff, and understanding when he can block and when he has to give up the run.
And he did lose the lead and found his way back into it with some heavy side draft, and he got himself back to the lead. And this is what we expect.
Spectacular performances in terms of speed and laps led. However, the results, both outside the top 30. Extremely frustrating for this team, but Alan Gustafson, Chase Elliott's crew chief, told me this morning, he said, hey, we're not giving up. We still have one more shot. The only thing we're thinking about today is winning. We need to be aggressive and try to get to the front, lead as many laps as possible, and win today. Kelly?
Watch him side draft. Watch him try to slow down the 24. We've seen how aggressive Brad has been leading. Let's see how aggressive he's willing to be right now.
To the lead that he had when he came on to
that two-car, no chassis changes. Very happy with it. Obviously has a ton of speed.
24.
What I saw, that's why you were so successful.
Yeah, you have to be very greedy and very aggressive, side drafting aggressively every lap.
But if you advance your position, it will be a penalty. So that yellow line, you almost have to look at it as a wall. You can't go down there, so it limits where the driver can go.
So we've said side draft 100 times in the last 5 minutes. When did this phenomenon start? You're right there. I mean, it wasn't always that way, but it seems like the last few years, everyone understands it better.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been around for decades. You can see it in a lot of old races and old footage. I don't know whether they knew what was happening when they were side drafting. Each in the field knows exactly what it can do and how to use it.
And I think these newer cars are more sensitive to it as well.
Absolutely.
I think these big square cars with the long quarter panels on it, they seem to be more sensitive.
That's exactly right. When you're bay, even without any help, fighting that side draft, if you don't, and you're waiting, looking in the mirror for help to kite. So everybody's running about a half a car length to a car length apart. When he pulls out, he needs to side draft the car he's pulling out in front to pulling out the pass and just pass one car at a time.
One at a time.
His side draft will...
It worked out. Had it not worked out, he was going to go all the way to the back.
Absolutely. He did a great job, though. I'm telling you, we may be watching one of the new greats, the next greats at plate racing.
Current ahead by 2 on Blaney. Biffle tight behind 2. 3 right behind you, middle lane coming to you, 1748.
Saying, hey, we're coming to pit road.
And is that why we're hearing Joey Meyer saying, do not get stuck?
26, not where he needs to be, but he did pit with both of his teammates, the 31 of Ryan Newman and the 27.
You do this because when you come on pit road by yourself, your entry to pit road is so much faster. You just have to
off pit road, but the 11 proved right there the clean on and off was better as long as he can find a way in the line here, and he's done it in front of the 22 of Logano.
Yeah, so difficult getting on pit road. Just, Dale, getting on and getting off with all those cars. Your speed is so much slower. When you get in the outside line and just blow by them when they're coming on pit road, you're able to be so much faster. You net out better.
Absolutely.
Mark that down, 340.
I think Denny Hamlin heard you. He
Get the 24 of Chase Elliott right in the middle. See if he can get that to fall back. And now Denny Hamlin dropping back.
The side draft will not overcome another car pushing that car. So now Chase Elliott has some help from Jamie McMurray. Way back to 15th. It seems like the harder Chase Elliott tries, the further back he goes. He tries to be aggressive and makes a move, but he doesn't clear someone. And then when he doesn't clear them...
Remember, the 48 has a win. He's guaranteed advancement.
Again, 200 miles an hour, and they're jockeying for position. Trying to get some help from his teammate, Jimmy Johnson, who already has a win. He's guaranteed a spot in the round of 8.
And Jeff, you keep mentioning it. Look at the 11 in the ghost points. He's +7. So right here, you see the 24. He's kind of got to the lead pack, still in 11th, though. Now he has to be a little bit more patient. As you look off his rear bumper, you see what's behind him. Too wide behind him doesn't help Jeff.
It is just full energy from the time they drop the green flag.
And right now, only 4 laps to go. What have we seen already in the chase in